What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I finally went ahead and tried out a game that everybody has been suggesting to me for a very long time. The game is The Cycle Frontier. Now, this game is on the Steam Marketplace and is completely free to play if anybody wants to go ahead and give it a shot. Now, basically, the whole concept behind The Cycle Frontier is it's basically Escape from Tarkov, but dumbed down. Now, for those who don't know about Escape from Tarkov, I am actually a pretty big fan of this game, but the problem with this title is that, one, it cost a little too much money to get into the experience. You know, you can go ahead and get the cheapest edition of Escape from Tarkov, but at a certain point in time, if you really want to dig your teeth into this title and you want the full overall experience, you're going to have to cough up $100+. Now, it's not necessary. I've seen people do it before where they get the cheapest edition and they still push on through, they tug on through. But to make it a little bit more relaxing and less stressful, since it's probably one of the most stressful games I've ever touched in my whole life, usually people end up coughing up $100+. So the price tag is a little hard to get into that game. And two, it is stupidly complex to understand. Escape from Tarkov, it's, like I said, I love extraction game modes, and I really wanted someone out there to go ahead and casualize it, but there's nothing out there for console, and there's barely anything on PC. Now, console does have Hunt Showdown along with PC, which is kind of a similar experience, but it's not exactly like Escape from Tarkov. Nothing in the world, no game out there has been able to touch the vibes that Escape from Tarkov truly puts off. Now, like I said, Escape from Tarkov is cool and all, and if you want to get into extraction game modes, that's your only option right now, but it is hard to understand. I would say I'm a pretty average player. You know, I'm decent at every FPS game I play. I'm not really too horrible, and I'm not really amazing, but typically, I can get all my skills to transfer from game to game. You know, I can go to Valorant, then hop onto, Call of Duty, then hop onto a game like Battlefield, and then come straight back to a game like Rainbow Six, and I'll be able to transfer my skills over to each one. But Escape from Tarkov is the first game I've ever touched in my whole life that I just can't understand it. I truly, it's something about that game that is just so stupidly difficult. I mean, it took me about 3 to 4 months just to get the general understanding of the game, and I'm not even close to understanding the full concept just yet. It's going to take me probably a year plus until I'm completely, comfortable 110% with the game. And a lot of people don't want to put in that much time and experience into a game to understand. A lot of people like to pick something up, give it a shot, and if they like it, they like it, and if they don't, they obviously don't. Not a lot of people want to spend a year to understand a game that they paid $100+ for. So that makes it a little hard for people to actually dig their teeth into Escape from Tarkov and try out extraction game modes. But The Cycle Frontier is finally coming out, like I said, for pretty much everybody on PC. If you have Steam, it's completely free on the marketplace. And like I said, free, no price tag, and it's a much more dumbed down version of Escape from Tarkov. So if you've ever had the urge of trying out an extraction game mode and you were ever scared by the backstory of what Tarkov is all about, this game is exactly made for you. And it's about damn time, honestly, because Battlefield 2042 completely flopped with Hazard Zone, which is really sad because console players still can't completely experience any type of extraction game modes besides Hunt Showdown, which again, like I said, doesn't really completely resemble Escape from Tarkov. But don't worry, Modern Warfare 2 is going to be coming out with DMZ, which is going to be another extraction game mode, and with all honesty, I have some pretty high expectations when it comes to that mode, and I think it's going to be pretty darn interesting. But until that moment comes, you're going to sadly have to get a PC for this experience, or you're just going to be patient for the console version to come out for The Final Frontier or DMZ with Modern Warfare 2. But for all the PC players out there, like I said, this is your moment to shine. You can finally try out an extraction mode that doesn't give you the stresses of Tarkov, the stresses of knowing that you have to have specific attachments on each weapon or the gun will literally not shoot, making sure that you have the right ammunition or you can't compete with the enemies, making sure that your sights are lined up perfectly, because if you don't line up your sight right or get the wrong, mount or something like that, your red dot won't even be showing where you want it to show. I mean, there's so many complex situations in Escape from Tarkov that you have to learn, or else you just simply cannot play it. Having to know how much food and water you need to carry around with you so you don't get dehydrated in the middle of the raid and die while you have a bunch of loot on you, or become hungry and die from starvation. There's so many factors that make Escape from Tarkov, and that's what's so fascinating about that game. I have nothing wrong with a complex, extraction game mode. That's what makes it shine, that's what makes it popular, and that's why it has the player count that it has today. But like I said earlier in the video, not everybody has the time to put forth into Escape from Tarkov. It requires months and months and months of experience, and some people just want to hop on and try something out for once. And that's what The Cycle Frontier does. It allows you to play extraction game modes, and it allows you to get into the action right away. No experience, no previous knowledge, you don't need to play any other extraction game modes. This could be your very first one, and you will understand absolutely everything before you even get into into your first raid. It's fantastic. You just simply pick your weapons, you pick how much ammunition you want. Obviously, you want a helmet, armor, backpack, all that good stuff. You carry some medicine around, you carry some frags if you want to. It's the similar thing, and then you go into raid. You can either PvE, hunt down actual aliens in the game, which you can pick up some things to sell back at home base. You can go ahead and actually find PvP and engage with other enemies. There's actually push to talk in this game as well. You can talk in-game. Proximity chat, fantastic. It took forever for Escape from Tarkov to bring that into their game, but obviously in the Cycle Frontier, it came in day one, and it's fantastic. Now, sadly, I haven't heard anybody talk just yet, but once I get a little bit more into the game and I actually understand all the fundamentals, I feel like I'm going to have some really funny and awesome engagements within this game. And even if you don't want to engage in PvP, you can just strictly go PvE and try to finish out all your missions. There's tons of looting spots, and you can mine for minerals and things that you can go back to home base and actually craft. You can craft with the stuff you find in raid. Tons of armor, tons of helmets, tons of weapons, tons of attachments. Everything that you find is valuable in some type of way. That's what makes Battlefield 2042 Hazard Zone so trash. The way that they did their whole system is that you find it, the in-game credit crap, those golden chips that you pull out of the satellites, and you use that for perks and crap. No, you need to have some incentive. All the stuff that you find in the Cycle Frontier can either be sold to make cash for you to buy stuff like medicine or even cooler things with your money, or you can keep it, hold on to it, and actually craft other items. And like I said, on top of that, there's tons of missions that can be done that gives you an incentive to do things inside of each and every raid that will also give you rewards for finishing missions. Like I said, it's exactly Escape from Tarkov. Everything that I just said is Escape from Tarkov, but it's so much more consumer friendly. It's not going to take you months to understand the basics of this game. You're going to get it right away. And trust me, when you play with friends, when you play with a group of players, the experience only gets better. Playing solo can be rough here and there, but when you're with a group of friends, my god, it makes the experience that much better. Now, I do have one problem when it comes to the Cycle Frontier, and that is the PvP. I gotta say, it does get quite obnoxious, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like the, different tiers of weapons is going to cause a lot of problems within PvP. Now, I heard that the tiers only affect PvE, so when you're fighting aliens and stuff like that, that's what, having a gold weapon is better than having, a casual gray weapon or something like that. But I can't really tell. I feel like I'm running into enemies that have absolutely decked out classes, high tier weapons, great armor. I mean, I'm versing gold armor already, and I'm just using uncommon armor, gray armor. It's absolutely absurd, and it makes the fights a little uneven and kind of obnoxious. Now, I know it's pretty similar in Escape from Tarkov, you find people who are completely decked out. You can either find an absolute Timmy with no armor, no helmet, and you just one-tap them, or you see a guy with a face shield, high-ass tier armor and stuff like that. That's the fun of extraction game modes. If you could take out one of those beasts, you actually get all of their equipment. But the problem and the differences between Escape from Tarkov and this game is that at least in Escape from Tarkov, if you're lucky enough, you can just tap them in the face and they're going to drop like a fly. You can literally have a pistol. And if they don't have a face shield on, which they're not all going to have face shields, let's be honest here. The majority of people in Escape from Tarkov just wear regular helmets just in general. Unless you're, like I said, a pub stomping god, then yeah, you're going to be decked out. But if I'm using a pistol, I can easily find one person that has, like a level 4 helmet, 4 armor and all that stuff, a nice M4 or an AK or something like that, and I could literally shoot him one time in the face with a pistol and he will drop like a fly. In this game, the Cycle Frontier, it's a little bit more different. It's a lot more spongier. There are no critical hit spots, and like I said, if they have god tier armor, helmets, armor, and all that stuff, you're not going to get past it. You know what I'm saying? There is no, lucky shot that I can possibly snag on an enemy to give me the advantage. There's nothing that I can do to my playstyle besides just play close to my teammates and hope that we can chunk off his armor as fast as possible. I feel like this is going to add some complicated messes when it comes to the overall atmosphere of this game, but is it something that really took away from my overall experience? No. Is it something that might get annoying? It might get annoying in the future, but again, it incentivizes you to actually play the game and do challenges. If you don't do the missions, if you ignore everything that this game offers to you, you're not going to get this, god tier loot, this god tier armor and weapons. You have to actually grind, find stuff in raid, and try to extract and play the game how an extraction game mode is supposed to be played, and then you'll be able to level up to that status. So I'm not going to judge it so quickly off that. I'm going to play the game more, I'm going to understand the game more, I'm going to try to grind up more, and then maybe I'll make a second review of this title. Who knows? But at this current moment, I gotta say, it's free to play. Why the hell not? If you don't have to pay a price tag on a game, then why not give it a go? I think it's only like 30 gigs. It's pretty low. It's down there. You can easily manage to put this onto your PC. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor. Go down in the comment section and let me know if you already tried out this game. What your opinion of the Cycle Frontier truly is. Do you think it's a good extraction game mode? Do you think it's a bad game mode? The funny thing about it is that it actually started out as a battle royale. This was going to be a BR game. Now, I did not play it back in its alpha. I didn't play the BR phase. I'm just recently getting into it, so I'm kind of glad they didn't stick with that. The extraction game mode is fantastic for it, and I think it fits a lot more, and I'm really glad that finally someone is not chasing the BR trend, and they see the potential that extraction modes truly have. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave this like. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe to that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. Return in Discord, but the link down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, do it on Twitch. Link that in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.